Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to the Vibetribe family. Today I wasn't even going to film a video. I woke up kind of blah, and borderline personality disorder has kind of taken a little bit of a front seat. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to let borderline control me. I'm going to talk about it instead. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about borderline personality disorder and how I've learned to live with it. I already feel better as I've already filmed the video, so I'm already feeling 100%. You'll probably see a shift in me as it goes. I also received a very special package, so I'm going to be filming that here right away so you guys can see it later on this evening. As well, I filmed the entire video in the wrong camera angle, so it's kind of in, I think, portrait and not landscape, I think is what it is. I do apologize about that, but life happens. I'm not perfect, and I'm not about to film an entire hour-long video again. So it is what it is. So speaking of said video, let's get into it. But before that, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would stick around by hitting the subscribe button and joining the Vibetribe family. As well, if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it, as it lets me know I'm on the right track for creating content for you all. If you don't like it, oh well, give it a dislike. Doesn't bother me, but thanks for the watch time. As well, don't forget to hit that notification bell, as it'll let you know when my videos upload. And right now, I do upload daily. As well, I'm also going to show you guys a clip of a rainbow I seen the other night. So many, many blessings, and hashtag
Wow,
chat.
interesting. I was just speaking with my mother-in-law and saying what I was putting out to the universe. As everybody knows, I am very spiritual. And I said, I know the universe will give me a sign that it heard me. Within 10 minutes of that, of putting those blessings and prayers out, this is what I see when I come outside. A double rainbow going, I would say, southwest to northeast, right over our condo complex. I think I got my answer and my sign, because a double rainbow always means blessings. I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Hey everybody. Sherry here, aka Diamond Heart Addiction. How's your day going so far? Mine's been a little bleh. I wasn't even going to film a video today. I was just gonna be like, no, don't want it. I'm in a pissy pants mood and I don't feel like filming. But then I'm like, no, I am not gonna let the borderline win. And what I mean by that is I was diagnosed many, many, many moons ago with borderline personality disorder. And I don't exactly have the dictionary version or like the clinical version of it, but basically borderline personality disorder to me, I feel things very intensely, whether it's good emotion, bad emotion. I have a tendency to take everything very, very personally. Even if it has nothing to do with me, somehow the chemicals in my brain make me think that it is about me. And there is no medication that you can take, like, there are people with bipolar or schizophrenia. There is medication that you can take to help with that. With borderline personality disorder, there isn't. Like, yeah, you can take antidepressants, and yes, you can take, but it's not going to make borderline personality disorder go away. I mean, I guess I could find the technical term, but if you really want to know what the technical term is, Google is your friend. I'm going to talk about it, and in my version of the person who lives with it. And I actually know quite a few people who do have borderline personality disorder. I think borderline personality disorder, I don't know, like, it's hard to explain Ever since I was a child, ever since I can remember, I've always had abandonment issues. I've always struggled with feeling comfortable in my own skin. And I've always had a tendency to self-medicate, whether it be via drug, shopping. I don't like alcohol. I never have liked alcohol. So I've never worried about becoming an alcoholic. But what my vice has always been drugs. It's, you know, up until 14 years ago when I got cleaned up off of crystal meth. Right now it's tough. Like, I want to say, yes, I'm clean, and I am clean, but right now at the moment I am on prescription medication to help with the pain that I deal with on a daily basis. My doctor literally had to fight with me just to get me to take it because I'm so scared of it. You know, and I guess that's what makes me more aware of my addictive tendencies, is because I'm so afraid of becoming addicted again. And I think because I'm so afraid of becoming addicted, it helps me to not become addicted. I'm totally squirreling here, aren't I? Squirrel! Squirrely, where are you? Oh, Squirrely's way over there. Lisa, if you're watching this, thank you so much for Squirrely the squirrel. I love him. He's just so cute. Thank you to everybody who has reached out to me and commented, so on and so forth. And that's what I'm going to kind of talk about a little bit today. When you have borderline personality disorder, you have really, really bad abandonment issues. And you almost take on the mentality of, well, I'm going to hurt them first before they can hurt me. And that's the way I've always been. And what I mean by hurting is I'm not about to go out and cause a bunch of stupid drama. Don't feed the monsters. And I'm not going to do no monster feeding or any bullshit like that. It's more, I'll just disappear and go away. Like, I'll just stop filming. I'll just go away. And that is a borderline personality. People who live with borderline, that is what we do. We take on the attitude of, I'm going to hurt you first before you can hurt me, because everybody always ends up leaving anyway. So I know you're all going to end up leaving, so I might as well just hurt you before you hurt me. And like I said, I wasn't even going to film a video today, but then I'm like, no, I am not going to allow these thoughts to take over. And it's not that I've been having thoughts that you guys are all gonna just disappear. No, it's, I just woke up in a blah mood. It's just what happened today. It is what it is. And I'm thinking, well, instead of not filming a video, let's try filming a video and let's talk about what it's like to live with borderline personality disorder. People with borderline personality disorder can sometimes have a tendency to be very selfish and make everything about them. It's just the way the chemical imbalance in the brain works. And it's really, really, truly, it is hard to try and figure out how to live with borderline, because you can be extremely moody. Like, 1 minute you're fine, the next minute you're flipping out, angry, and oh, squirrel! I'm gonna squirrel here. Just let you guys know, I am very, very close to finishing Gemini. I am hoping to be done by the end of today. Fingers crossed, everything goes good, and I don't pass out on the couch like I did yesterday. I don't even remember going to the couch. I woke up this morning in so much pain that I was pretty close to telling Mr. Addiction to take me to the hospital, but I was able to work through it. Okay, now that the squirrel is over, people with borderline personality disorder, it's not that they want to feel this way. Trust me, we don't. I don't want to have to feel the way I do. I don't want to have these stupid negative thoughts that just randomly pop into my brain. It's not fun. And like I said earlier, there is no medication that we can take to help it like you can if you're bipolar or schizophrenic. It's just, we can be real selfish arseholes. Let me tell you that. That I can say. And it's not that I'm trying to dog on anyone. I'm not. I'm speaking this way because I know. I know what living with borderline personality disorder is like. We have really, really good days, and then we can have really, really bad days. And like I was mentioning earlier before I squirreled, I'm just losing my thought. I'm losing my thought process now. I'm going to be honest right now, you guys. I am having a downer day. I absolutely have, and that I am absolutely having a downer day, and that's why I wasn't going to film, because I don't want to bring people down. I don't want people to think that, I don't like bringing people down. I really don't. But then it's like, no, maybe it is good for them to see when I'm having a bad day. I'm not always going to be shooting moonbeams out my arse. Like, that's just not reality. And what really has me down is I had a friend, and I say had because we're not really talking right now. I had forgotten to text back, and that I can't help my memory loss. It just comes. It's brain fog, and brain fog comes with A, borderline, B, multiple sclerosis, C, brain damage. And I literally forgot to text this friend back. Hence, they had texted me at like 10 to 1 in the morning on a Sunday night. And I do remember receiving the text, but I was so tired and half asleep that I thought I'll just text back tomorrow. Well, of course, tomorrow never came. It wasn't until that following Friday that I was cleaning up all my messages and seen this text, and I was like, oh no. Ugh. So I went to text said person back, and I knew right away said person was pissed at me. I'm not saying that I'm the perfect friend. I'm not. Nobody is perfect. I apologized. I said I was sorry. And said person was really, really shitty towards me. Okay, cool. I'll take it as it is. Yeah, you have the right to be upset at me. But I am not going to apologize for trying to better myself. I will apologize for not texting back, but I am not going to stop doing anything that I'm doing because I want to better myself. And by doing YouTube, I know there are a few people in my life that think I should stop doing YouTube. Well, I'm not. And if you, whether you watch this or not, I'm saying this for me. I started doing YouTube for me because I find it very, very therapeutic. I find it helps me get a lot of shit off my chest. And I'd heard somebody say, I can't remember who it was though, but they had said it's like your own virtual scrapbook. And that's exactly it. Like, I am awful for doing scrapbooking or baby books. Like, I don't know if any of you got multiple children. Well, a lot of you probably do. But like when I did my very, very first, like my daughter's baby book, man, I was on top of things. I was going to getting like professional photos every few months. And I mean, I was like, boom, boom. By the time I got to baby number 3, I'm like, oh, you're 1? Sweet. Where'd it go? Like, you just get to the point where you just get too busy. And I am not good at scrapbooking or photo books so I'm like, this is perfect. YouTube is perfect. Not only is it helping me to tell my story, get a lot of bullshit off my chest, it's also, I'm leaving my legacy for my children. That one day when I'm gone, hopefully YouTube will still be around and they can go back through it and they'll see the videos that I made for them on their birthdays, or a lot of the lessons, like life lessons that I've taught them, will be on my YouTube channel as well. I've always said I've wanted to write a book. I've always wanted to write a book telling my story. Well, like I said, I am awful at doing that stuff, so I'm telling my story through doing YouTube. And if people are going to get mad at me because I'm trying to better myself, then that's on them, not on me. I'm not perfect. I've never claimed to be perfect. But I'm not going to stop. I refuse to give up something that I enjoy because people think I'm being a rotten daughter or rotten. Well, I've never been told I'm a rotten daughter, but you know what I mean. Like, does YouTube take a lot of my time? Yes, it does. Do I make time for my family? Absolutely, I do. My family, like the people I live with, have not once complained about it. And those are the opinions that matter to me most, are my children, my parents. Well, I don't live with my parents, but their opinion very much matters to me. Anyone that I consider family, whether you're blood family or not, your opinion, if I call you family, you're family. And your opinion matters to me. I spoke with my sister when she came here on Sunday. And I hadn't spoken to her for like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And she's not mad at me, and she's been going through a lot. All she said to me is, I need your undivided attention tonight. I said, okay. I didn't go live in my Facebook group. My sister needed me. That's all someone needs to say to me. But you don't need to get shitty at me or speak your mind with kindness and respect. Like, I don't understand. Then again, I never used to be able to speak my mind either. And then what happens when you have borderline personality disorder and someone is pissy with you, you play things over and over and over in your head. And then you start getting thoughts that probably aren't even reality. And I am choosing not to allow this. I will not allow bullshit in my mind, around me, in my bubble. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I have been through enough in my 40 years on this planet, in this life, that I'm done. I am so done with drama. I am so done with he said, she said. Just don't bring it to me. And if that means that we're no longer friends, so freaking be it. Like, ooh, you blocked me on Facebook. Ooh, that hurts. Not really, to be honest with you. If someone has a problem with me, that's their problem. I will not sit there and beg for forgiveness and beg, to be my friend. No, I won't. No different than what Mary did to me back in November, and this was before I even really got my backbone. Do you guys see my new buttered popcorn diamond painting pen? Squirrel! I love it. It's got like the medium straightener on it. I got it from Diamond Pens, and the link is in my previous video before this one. I absolutely love it. The shape of it, all of it, perfect. Okay, now that squirrel's gone away, I don't know why I fight with these pens. These two placers are crap, they're garbage, but it's nice to be able to place more than one diamond. And when I'm done this diamond painting, I am going to learn how to multi-place. Every time I've tried it, it doesn't work, and I don't want to wreck my diamond painting. But then someone had made the comment, I think it was Diamond Painting Queen, said, well, why don't you take your Sunset Wolf and learn how to multi-place on it? And I was like, you know what? you're right. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to learn how to use a 3-placer, 6-placer. Like, I like to think I'm pretty fast at it, at diamond painting, but I'm just so fussy and I'm so afraid of, I'm totally squirreling here, really squirreling. And what it is I'm nervous. I'm nervous talking about this because I've never really opened up and talked about borderline personality disorder before. Yes, I've talked about mental illness and anxiety in a general speaking form, but I've never really opened up and talked about living with borderline personality disorder. People who have borderline personality disorder, we feel emotions immensely. Like when we're angry, we're angry. It's, we have a tendency to fire off and say things that we are going to regret later. People with borderline, I'm just going to call it borderline so I don't have to say the whole thing. People who are borderline, when we're sad, we're sad. And when we're down, and we can be in a funk for days. People with borderline personality disorder have a huge tendency to self-medicate because we don't know why we feel things the way we do. Like you'll say some real shitty things about someone or something, and then you feel so shitty afterwards for it. So what you do is you go and you self-medicate because you don't want to feel those things. And I've always tried saying, well, I don't have borderline personality disorder. I don't have that. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, I do. And that's okay. I'm learning to accept myself for who I am, not who I think people want me to be. Not who do you guys know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. And by me talking about it a little bit more openly today is, I think, really going to help me a lot. Just going to move you guys back here a bit. I think it's really going to truly help me a lot more to talk about it. And today is an off day. Sometimes with borderline personality disorder, it can be similar to bipolar. And we can go through real, oh, that's not supposed to be there. Squirrel! We can have what they call manic phases where you're really up and you're happy and you're wired and you don't sleep and you're just go, 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 go. And then when you crash and burn and you're down for days, right? It's similar to that, but yet different at the same time. When I watched Rachel Ray's most recent WIP Chat, I had to actually pause because I'm like, wow, I can totally relate to her in so many different levels, and I really respected that she opened up the way she did. So Rachel, if you're watching this, thank you, because by you opening up made me take a step back and go, wow, okay. If one of my YouTube idols, someone that I've been watching for a long time can open up, then I can too. I don't always have to be the happy-go-lucky squirrely Sherry. Like, I'm gonna have days like today. I just woke up in a mood. Do I know why? Nope. I don't. There's nothing that's triggered it. Like, I've been thinking for the last few hours, like, why do I feel this way? Like, why am I feeling all shitty? And then of course what happens is you start reminiscing through your brain and you're thinking of all the things that maybe happened or that could, and it's just a multitude of things. I am definitely not going to do any monster feeding, but when you open yourself up on such a public platform like I have through YouTube, my Facebook, I pretty much have it on lockdown. Like, if I have accepted a friend request from you, it's because we've either A, been chatting for a while, B, I feel a connection to you, or, yeah, those are really the only two reasons. Or your family or friend. That's it. Like, I do not just accept anybody's friend request. My Facebook is my personal, where my family, my friends, it's got like 12 years of my life on it. So if I have not accepted a friend request from you on Facebook, I just need to get to know you. My Instagram is open. Anybody can follow it. Same with YouTube. Oh, I'll be right back, folks. Okay, so you guys heard my doorbell. You heard the doorbell ring. Look what I got. You all know the box. This is my second Diamond Art Club sent from a friend. And I won't be opening it in this video. Nope, sorry. You're gonna have to wait for the unboxing video. And it's absolutely killing me that I can't open it right now. This was actually sent to me from a subscriber who I've now developed a very nice friendship with. And I don't wanna cry. If you watch the vlog, my very first vlog video that I ever did, then you'll see me cry about it in that one. I'm not gonna cry about it in this one. So, thank you. I normally don't drink Pepsi, but I felt like a Pepsi this afternoon. So, with borderline personality disorder, like I was saying earlier, when we're up, and when we're down, we're down. We feel immensely and very strongly. When we're angry, we have a tendency to really go off like a rocket and say a lot of things that we know we're going to regret at a later date or even shortly after. And then we beat ourselves up even more. People with borderline personality disorder can be very selfish and have a tendency to think that the whole world revolves around them. And yeah, I have thought that way. And I'm not perfect, none of us are. And what I mean by the whole world revolves around them is sometimes you can walk into a room, like say someone with borderline personality disorder can walk into a room and someone will look at them and they'll automatically think bad. Well, what are they saying about me? What's their problem? Why are they looking at me like that? What's going on? Like, why are they looking at me like that? And even though it was probably just an innocent look, people with borderline personality disorder, innocent doesn't exist. You always think there's ulterior motives. You always think that people are out to get you. If you're in a relationship with a loved one, or if you're in a relationship with like a boyfriend or girlfriend and you have borderline personality disorder, if they're texting someone, you're automatically going to think, oh, they're texting another girl. And that comes from having the abandonment issues. We always think people are going to abandon us or betray us or walk away from us. So automatically what we do is, it's kind of like a kill or be killed kind of attitude is what people with borderline personality disorder have. Let me just fix you guys a little bit there. There we go. It is a chemical imbalance and there is no medication to help us. You have to learn coping mechanisms. And it's taken me a long time to learn how to cope. And I think the very first thing is don't use having it as a crutch. You know, and what I mean by that is, well, I have borderline personality disorder and you just have to accept it and this is just the way it's going to be. No, that's not the way it's going to be. And what I mean by that is sitting in a dark room feeling sorry for yourself because nobody understands you. That's the attitude. That's what you can't do. And that's what I was going to do today. I was going to basically sit there and go, everybody hates me. I'm going to eat some damn worms. You know, but yet I know that's not the fact. That's not what it is. And by me maybe sharing when I'm in a borderline moment will help me to get through it. And I'm not saying I'm going to film every time I have a borderline moment, but it is Let's Talk Tuesday. And that's basically what Let's Talk Tuesday is. If I have something going on, or, you know, if there's a subject, like if there's a subject or something that you guys would like me to talk about, absolutely. You can private message me on Facebook, you can DM me on Instagram, or you can email me. I always keep my email in every description box. I just have to remember to check my spam folder, because I have my email set that if it doesn't recognize the email address, it's automatically going to go to my spam email box. And I'm absolutely horrific for checking that. I also keep all notifications off on my phone. I'm one of those people that on my phone, I don't like seeing the red. I have an iPhone, so I don't like seeing Facebook has 12 notifications and Instagram has 4 notifications and email has 20. No, I don't like it. I don't know what it is. I like my screen to look clean when I look at it, so I keep all my notifications off. Yeah, I know I'm weird like that. That's just who I am. I'm not about to change that part of myself. Absolutely not. I think that's one of the reasons why I like diamond painting, is I do have moderate to severe OCD. I am a germaphobe. I am a bugaphobe. Like, I don't like creepy crawlers. I don't like a dirty house. I don't like my hands being dirty. I don't like my nails being dirty. You know, and with diamond painting, I can let it be, I can completely OCD over it, and I'm not hurting anybody. Unlike normally what I do when I'm having a borderline moment is I start cleaning. And right now I can't do that because of my back. So I diamond paint, and I can be picky at it, and I can sit there, and that's probably why it takes me so long to finish a diamond painting, because I'll pick at it, right? Like, I'll literally sit there, and if a diamond is out of place, like I'm doing right now, squirrel, I like them to be lined up, right? And with round, you always have that gapping, and I think that's why I'm probably gonna like square more once I start doing it a bit more. I know a few people that have borderline like I do, and I have absolutely been able to relate on many different levels. But what I've decided to do is I'm not going to let my borderline run my life anymore. I'm going to run borderline. I'm no longer going to sit there and feel sorry for myself because nobody understands it. Nope, not going to do that either. The way I look at it, if you are unhappy in your life, whether you have borderline personality disorder or you don't have borderline personality disorder, it's up to you to fix it. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you know what I mean. So you guys can see what all I have left to do. Squirrel! I have like this section here, like from basically the tail up to like here to do, and then the black outline there. So I'm close. I'm very, very close. And I need to not squirrel so much so I can get it done, because A, Mrs. Coffee challenged me. B, and I know why she challenged me. Mrs. Coffee challenged me to help me so I can, Mr. Addiction said that I can get a new diamond painting if I finish one, you know, soon. Not, he has now retracted what he said, and it's not every time I finish a diamond painting I get a new one. I think what it is he wants me to finish what I all have on the go right now. And I know Diamond Art Club has another set of new releases coming up this weekend, because they were releasing something every weekend for the month of June. So I'm going to wait till I will have Gemini hopefully done by the end of today. If not today, then absolutely for sure tomorrow. But I wouldn't be surprised if I have it done today, because this is all I plan on doing today. Because when I'm having a borderline meltdown, that's what I do. And when I say borderline meltdown, it's not me hyperventilating. I'm not going to have a panic attack. If I went out in public right now, yeah, I would definitely be having a panic attack. Absolutely, 100%. I'm just going to fix that a bit more. There we go. I'm wearing my previous employment's t-shirt right now, and I don't want people to see it, because then they're going to know which company I was beaching about. And I am pretty sure that people I used to work with watch my videos. So because they're nosy like that, just like I'm pretty sure Mary, my ex-best friend, watches my videos. Hey Mary, how's it going? Don't worry, unlike you, I'm not gonna start blasting you all over social media. I have a little bit more maturity than that. And I never will. I will never, ever, ever blast anybody on social media because I think that is the most immature, attention-seeking bullshit anybody can do. I won't do it. Just like I have enough secrets in me when it comes to my ex-employment, my last previous job. I could literally sink them, but I won't. Because A, that would just be a malicious, nasty thing to do, and I don't want the karma from it. So if you are someone who used to work with me, you can stop running your mouth about me, because don't worry, unlike you, I have a little bit more class. I have class, not trash. So I'm not gonna do that. And I will never ever blast anybody on social media. I will change names, I will change dates. If it's something that I want to discuss or talk about to help heal from it. Do I still have anger in me? A bit, yes, I do. And it's something that I'm slowly working through. And I mean, everybody heals differently, everybody deals with things differently. And this is just my way of dealing with what I've been through. I cannot go sit in a therapist's office. I've tried it. It is not for me, people. If that works for you, great. It doesn't work for me. And the reason why it doesn't work for me is because I don't trust people. And I know what some people are thinking, but yet you'll go on YouTube and make videos and you don't know who's going to see it. That's the whole point. I don't know who's going to see it. And if you want to dislike my stuff and you want to write nasty, hateful comments or send me nasty messages, go for it. Because guess what? That's your karma, not mine. How I decide to deal and cope with it and my reaction is my karma. And I don't care about everybody else's karma. I care about my karma. And speaking of everybody else, that's something else that is going to change within me, is I am done worrying about everybody else and their flipping problems. My whole life, I have always been there for people. I have always tried to help. Like my mom used to tell me when I was a child, I didn't bring home stray animals. I brought home stray people. And that's what being a soul keeper is. If you didn't watch Spiritual Saturday, it's in a playlist, and that's where I discuss that. But I help, and it's always been my thing. I've always wanted to help people, but in the process of doing so, I can easily get taken advantage of. I easily get walked all over. And up until recently, I never used to speak my mind. I was Chameleon Sherry, not Sherry Sherry. Well, now I'm Sherry Sherry. But that still does not mean I'm going to sit there and start blasting people and being a jerk because I speak my mind. No, I'm not going to start spilling people's secrets. I'm just not like that. You know, and everybody who has done bad things to me, oh, don't worry. Don't worry. That's what I have a cauldron for. I'm just kidding. You guys, remember, anything I put out is going to come back to me ×3. So I'm always very, very careful. I just like to joke around sometimes, help lighten the mood a little bit. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing to please other people. I am no longer going to silence myself so another one feels comfortable. If people want to be mad at me, then be mad at me. That's your problem. Don't make it mine. I'm not going to sit there and beg people to be my friend. I'm not going to sit there and apologize over and over again. Forget it, forget it, forget it. I will say it once if I know I'm in the wrong. And if people want to continue to be pissy, well, go be pissy somewhere else. Don't bring it to me. There are 3 things that I very much dislike in this world. Liars is one of them. Fake is another. And a lying fake is the third that I don't like. And I really don't. And what's funny is people know, people know that I can do what I can do. I've blown people away, but then it's like they think they're immune to it. Hello, no, you're absolutely not immune to it. Like, people know, I know when people are lying. It just flabbergasts me that they actually think that I don't know. Well, keep telling yourself that. If that's what you need to get through, that's fine. This is why I don't have a lot of friends. I really don't. I have family, and I'm okay with that. I am making friends, through doing this, and because of what's happened to me, yeah, I do have a lot of trouble trusting people. I do have a lot of trouble letting people in, and if I do come to you and say, can I trust you? That's just me. That's just my way of just reassuring that I can. I've had so many people say, oh yeah, you can trust me. But yet it seems everybody that I've met through doing YouTube are some of the most amazing, wonderful, kind, caring people. And I don't regret for 1 second starting this journey. There's only one thing I regret: not doing it sooner. And I'm not saying doing YouTube is going to be good for everybody, an outlet for everybody, but it's good for me. It works for me. It's been very beneficial in my healing process. And coming up here, I'm going to start talking more about the healing process that I've been on. There's a couple things that I have not talked about on my channel, and I don't know if I ever will, because they are very, very traumatic for me. And it's very sensitive stuff to discuss. We'll see. I think I really want to start focusing more on the healing journey that I've been on over the last 10 years. That's where I think I want to start going, and what's worked for me. Through this process of remaining clean and sober. That's where I think I'm going to start aiming my channel more towards, is the healing that I've been doing. And it's been a long process. Like, you're not just going to heal overnight. Anyway, I'm totally squirreling here. Squirrel, 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 squirrel. Supposed to be talking about BPD. Borderline. See, I'm wondering if that's just kind of a borderline trait, the whole squirrel. I think people squirrel automatically. Borderline personality disorder is not, it's not as severe as, say, schizophrenia. It's all in how you decide to cope with it. I'm learning not to use it as a crutch. I'm not going to say, well, I have borderline personality disorder and you just don't understand it, and I'm going to go sit down in my room or up in my room, and I'm just going to feel sorry for myself. No, no. And if what I'm saying you feel offended or is offensive, then you need to ask yourself why you feel offended by what I'm saying. Because I'm not speaking about anybody indirectly or directly. This is just myself and what I've done. But if you're feeling offended by this, then that's on you. The onus is on you. I'm not going to take that blame. Because I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to get some dislikes, but that's okay. Thanks for the watch time. This is my channel. This is my life. And I'm not going to sit there and worried about whether I'm hurting people's feelings all the time. I've done enough of that over my life, and look where it's gotten me. To the point it's taken me a decade to finally go, yeah, I can speak my mind, and it's been fabulous. It's okay to speak your mind, as long as if you're speaking to people that you speak with kindness and respect. Until they disrespect you, that is what I'll do, or disrespect me. Like, I will always speak with kindness and respect until someone disrespects me. And then kindness and respect goes out the door. Then it's like the gloves come off and it's fair game. I'm the kind of person that I'm not gonna sit and talk trash about someone behind their back. To me, that's just childish and catty. If I've got a problem with someone, I'm gonna take it to them, not talk crap behind their back. So that's what the point I'm trying to get at is this video is not directed at anybody. Yes, I've used situations that I've been through recently and maybe not recently, but when I talk about sitting in the room feeling sorry about yourself, that's me talking about me. Because that's what I used to do. I used to be like, nobody gets it. No one understands what it's like to have borderline personality, so I'm just going to go sit and feel sorry for myself. Well, I don't want to do that no more. And that's something that I haven't been doing. I haven't been sitting there feeling sorry for myself. And for some reason, that's chapping some people's asses. Oh, well. And I always know, my mom always used to tell me the expression, misery likes company. And that's so true. When I'm feeling really shitty and I'm feeling really down on myself, yeah, I will literally start being an arsehole just so other people start feeling shitty, and I don't want to do that no more. And I haven't done that for a long time. But like I said, today I woke up in a mood. I recognized it. So I went and I, got the kids off to school, diamond painted while I drank some coffee. And then I went and had a shower, went and did a little bit of groceries. And now I'm home and I'm still feeling in a mood. I'm like, okay, well, instead of sitting there and fighting with Mr. Addiction, and instead of just sitting there pouting, feeling sorry for myself because no one understands it, I'm going to film and I'm going to talk about it. I wasn't going to, but, because I don't want to bring people down. I think I mentioned that in the beginning of the video and then completely squirreled. If people don't want to watch it, they don't have to. I'm not sitting there putting a gun to people saying, watch my video. No, I don't care whether I get 10 views, 100 views. I don't care. This for me is very therapeutic, and it's helping me to get a lot of the bullshit out of my head so I feel better. And I'm not being in a shitty mood all the time. So I know now that when I'm done this video, I'll actually be going and filming another video, obviously, because I want to see which painting was sent to me. I know it's between either the beauty or the fairy. Sorry, squirrel, total squirrels. But I look at it as this is the way I'm healing. I don't know who's all going to watch this. I know if you comment, but otherwise I don't know who watches this. And to me, that is how I get through working this stuff out of me. It's like a virtual diary. Literally, this is like a virtual diary. Even though I don't know who's all gonna watch it, I don't care. I don't care, because if I cared, I wouldn't do it anymore. And I will not let other people convince me to stop doing it because they don't like it or they think it's inappropriate. Well, then that's your problem. Go ahead and sit in your negative mindset. I won't. And it's amazing what happens when you're no longer in a negative mindset. You really start seeing who is really truly there and who disappears. And again, I'm going to say, if you feel offended or if you think I'm speaking about you, then that's something you need to work out within yourself, because minus, yes, I did bring up something that was bothering me, and that was the friend that got a little shitty at me. But I'm not going to apologize for trying to better myself and doing something that makes me happy. I'm not. I will apologize for being an absent friend. Absolutely. I've already apologized. That's it. I'm done. I ain't going to do it again. I don't feel I should have to. I don't feel I should have to justify why I'm doing this. I feel like I shouldn't have to justify anything to anybody. It's my life. And if you feel like you constantly have to justify yourself as well, then maybe it's time to figure out how to change that, because nobody should have to justify something that makes them happy. 100%. And I'm already feeling better just by talking about what I have on film. I'm already feeling better, and I'm not feeling as I'm in such a crappy mood anymore. It's the joys of having borderline. You know, everybody copes with it differently. Having it is not fun, but when you recognize it and you can work towards fixing it and making yourself feel a little bit better, man, does that feel good. You know, I'm not relying on self-medicating. I'm not relying on sitting there making everybody around me miserable because I feel miserable. That's not fair, and that's how you end up being alone. You know, people will only put up with bullshit for so long, and then they're gonna say to hell with it. If you don't want to fix this, then bye-bye. And that's something that I will always say. If you're unhappy with any aspect in your life, whether it's job, whether it's relationship, where you live, then fix it. And don't sit there and say, oh, well, but no, don't make excuses. Fix it. Find a solution. And if it's going to take time, so be it. Look, I've been on a decade-long healing journey. A decade, 10 years. It's taken me to get where I'm at, and I still have a long ways to go. I am nowhere near done the healing. It's probably something that I'm going to end up doing for the rest of my life. It's, you know, I'm always going to be a recovering addict. I'm always going to be someone who has borderline personality disorder. But I don't have to let that define me. And I refuse to let it define me. I don't look at myself as a victim of domestic violence. I don't see myself a victim of rape. No. I see myself as a fighter. I see myself as someone who never gave up. And I won't ever give up. I will always continue to fight, because life is a beautiful thing. Have I had suicidal tendencies? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, when I was using, I can purposely remember trying to overdose myself. And it never worked. Either I got a super high tolerance or my guardian angel's probably ready to quit, because I have tried, you know, and I'm meant to be here. And I'm absolutely so grateful that I am, because life is amazing. And it's okay to cry, and it's okay to feel, and it's okay to be down, but don't stay down. Don't give up. Keep fighting. Hang on a second, folks. I'm getting a little bit of dry mouth happening over here, like because I'm flapping my gums. And that's okay. I already feel better. You could probably already hear the difference in my voice from when I first started filming. And that's something that I'm always going to be with you guys, is authentic. I'm not going to lie or say something because I'm afraid of hurting someone's feelings. Nope. I will always speak with kindness and respect until I am not respected. And then the gloves come off. And the squirrels will attack. They'll leave the nut pile and they'll attack. You know, it's something I pride myself on, is keeping my word. Because that's all we have in life, is our word. You lose your word is your bond. If you don't have your word, you know, that's something that I will always pride myself on. So if I tell you guys that I like something, I like it. I can't be bought. I mean, I've been a broke ass biatch for a very long time, and I probably always will be, and I'm okay with that too. But if I say I'm going to do something, I will do it. You know, like I've got like umpteen, I don't know how many packages I got to get sent out. I will. I thought I was going to get everything sent out today, but the government decided not to give me my disability. Took me like 2.5 hours of being on the phone with them, but it got hashed out and I'll have it by the end of the week. So if you are one of those said people that I have to get a package to, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. It just, the government's being the government. It is what it is, right? It was due to some kind of clerical typo, but it got corrected today and I will have disability by the end of the week. Frustrating. And I will get said packages out. I pride myself on being truthful and honest. I've made enough errors and I've lost my word in the past before. I refuse to lose it again. So you know what, you guys, on that note, I'm going to say farewell. I do have a package that I need to film being unboxed. So you guys will see that on my channel probably this evening. Thank you very much if you've made it this far. And if you have a topic that you would like me to discuss, please drop it down in the comments. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm always looking for different things to talk about. I can only talk about so many things for so much and it just kind of gets a little boring. So I'm always open to ideas. If you have a certain video that you would like to see me do, again, put her down in the comments. I do read all comments. I've learned that I'm not going to be able to respond to all comments as I got carpal tunnel. I can only type so much, but I will at least give you a heart. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys have helped me so much over the past couple months, and I cannot wait to see where this journey takes us. I started the Vibetribe. I mean, it was brought to me on Instagram. I took what Jen taught me about Vibetribe and I brought it over into the diamond painting community because I want to be about positivity and uplifting and support. Not feeding monsters, not attention seeking. I can't do it. I don't got time for that. And I love it. I love every single one of my Vibetribe family members. I'm hoping that tomorrow you guys will see episode 2 in Vibetribe collaborations, as me and Lisa will be kitting up our diamond paintings. We have spoken. And we will be giving you guys a video every Wednesday so you can see the updates and where we're at within our paintings. So on that note, and no more squirrels, many, many, many blessings. Thank you guys so much. Namaste. Stay positive. Live blessed. And until the next time, bye.